Phone or your whatever, your Android or whatever it is you got.
Okay. It was a great day in Detroit. Gray skies, gray streets, gray buildings, gray winter. A tour bus whose company slogan was "Get away and do it now" on SW Tours, which stood for Southwest Tours, and their other line, NW Tours, for those heading north. It was early morning, and George Blunt, an overweight curmudgeon driver, was filling up the gas tank and checking his bus. He was scheduled for California, with stops along the way for sightseeing. He hated it when the icy winds blew around your neck and under his ill-fitting jacket, as his stomach had a habit of sticking out from under it. He had time for a quick one, as he called them, before passengers arrived. So he hurried down the street to Mickey's 24-hour liquor store and drive-through for a 6-ounce bottle of whiskey and rye that always warmed his innards, thanked the clerk who knew him all too well, and headed out the door back to his bus. He gets a call from his wife.
Look, Monica, quit calling. No, I am not drinking. It's 6 in the morning, for crying out loud. You know the routine. I'll be gone a week and back in a week. I'm sorry I missed your sister's anniversary party. I'm surprised she made it this far. All right, already. Tell her I said hello. Look, I gotta go. Call you when I get there.
On the bus two-way radio.
Looks like weather's going to be a bit dodgy, Joe. Yep, got everything geared up and ready to go. Got the roster of names. I'll be picking them up around 8. I should be in Chicago for our lunch stop. We'll talk later. Over and out.
Excuse me, sir.
What is it?
I need some help. I bought a ticket for California, and but it says the Catskills. I've never even heard of them.
If you don't like snow, I'd suggest you don't go there. Look, I'm really busy. Take it up with the ticket sales gal. I'm leaving with or without you come 8 o'clock.
Is that AM?
Look, sugar cakes, walk back to the main gate and go to the office. Ask for Phyllis. She'll take care of you.
He said as he pulled the door shut in her face. Cora was petite, with blonde hair and lots of makeup, lashes that went past her nose, lips puffed up with hot pink lipstick, and a small jacket and a miniskirt with knee-high boots. The only warm thing she had on was a knit scarf her mother had made for her. She was Highwood bound, or so she thought. Can I help you?
Yeah, I have the wrong tickets. I was booked to go to California, not the Catskill Mountains. Besides, I don't ski.
Here, let me take a look. What's your name?
My name is Cora Nutt, and that would be Cora Jean Nutt.
Well, young lady, it seems there's another Coraline Nutt heading north. It happens sometimes, but it's not often you get 2 nuts leaving at the same time.
Oh, I don't want to miss my bus.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll have it straightened out in no time. First time to California?
Yeah, I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to be in the cinema.
Yeah, well, I've heard that before.
No, I'm going to be working in my uncle's theater, selling popcorn. But you just wait. You'll see me on the big screen someday.
I wish you luck. Here's your packet. Ready to go.
Do I owe you anything?
No, they're already paid for.
That's nice. Who paid for them?
You? No, you better hurry. Your bus pulls out at 8. And to think she's traveling alone. Scene 2, the passengers. The passengers were in line getting their luggage checked and tickets stamped, and George was already in the driver's seat, anxious to get started. Now, Howard, we have been planning this trip for years. I'm sorry, Kay, it is your turn.
Doesn't have her.
Audio. That's what's called a rehearsal. Audio, Rhonda. There you go. There you go.
Now, Howard, we had been planning this trip for years. We promised one another that once the kids were grown, we were going to go travel.
Well, guess I'll be here for now. I'm missing the season playoffs of this, and I told you, you could take your sister Meg. She's into all that stuff.
It's not stuff, Howard. It's experience, some adventure.
Okay, I got all the adventure I want with my weekly cop shows.
Did you get the ticket stamped?
What stamped?
Come on, we've got to get this done. The bus will be pulling away any time now.
Oh, damn. I broke my fingernail. I just got a mascara. Manicure.
Hey, that's a nice manicure you got there. Looks like you need some help, darling. Hey, let me get that for you.
Luggage and takes it to the loading dock.
You're so strong. And a gentleman.
Hey, just call me Duke. Ex-Marine. Anytime, lady.
Oh, thank you.
She said as she flirted with him.
Got it. My ticket.
Waves him over her head, rushing toward the bus.
Look, miss, I was in line here first, if you don't mind. You go to the back and don't try flashing those falsies at me.
I beg your pardon. Everything here is real.
You women are all alike, so predictable. Wink at a guy and we're supposed to melt.
I wasn't winking. I have something in my eye.
Sweetie, I got a tissue. Here, let's see if I can help.
Traffic was terrible. I hope I'm not too late. Let's see. I've got my purse, my keys, tissue, candy, nasal spray, and hand sanitizer. Oh, where's my tickets?
Hey, Toots, you need to get out of line. You're holding up the works. Get those tickets. I'm pulling out of here with or without you.
Must be hard up for drivers. If you're the best they've got, cop the attitude, buddy.
This is Char. How many years, sis, since you and I took a trip together?
Oh, good Lord. Don't tell me you're calling the vet again.
I wouldn't forget my ditto muffin. And don't give me that look. I want to be sure he's okay.
I could see it if he was a kid, but he's a cat.
Oh, Loretta, lighten up. He's my buddy. I don't always trust those kennels.
You spent enough money on him over the years. Could have put a kid through college by now.
Speaking of which, have you called Henry?
Yeah, he's a happy camper. I know he'll have his buddies over. The house is gonna smell like a men's locker room.
Oh, he'll miss you, sis. How many years for you, too? Loretta just shook her head and sipped from her cold syrup made with Jack Daniels.
Excuse me, are you waiting for someone?
No, I can't find my tickets.
What's that sticking out of your jacket?
Oh, my tickets. I feel so stupid. It doesn't pay to be in a hurry. Excuse me, I have to take a sip of my coffee. It settles my nerves.
Tell me about it. I'm a shrink.
Oh, no kidding.
I wish I was. I'm on an overdue vacation. Dr. Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone.
I know. I have heard the jokes all my life.
And that is my little Linda, doggone it. How interesting. We had a speaker at the library where I work, give a lecture on the Rosetta Stone. My name is Annette Bookmeyer. Serendipity, right?
I'm Gina Janello, by the way. Nice meeting both of you.
Everybody get your ticket stamped. Let's get this show on the road.
Uh-huh. Scene 3, the getaway. The supermarket in Springdale, Utah. It's 11 p.m. at night, and the store manager's back entrance at the store, waiting for the armored security vehicle to pick up their weekly take. 2 men he hadn't seen before came in to collect a cash bag. One had an iPad for him to sign. He noticed they were both wearing brightly colored sneakers. Before he could say anything, the 2 men left and drove off. And Jimmy's on. Okay, who would like to do Lorenzo? Would you, Jesse?
All right. Hey, man, we did it, Rico.
Greg, your mute so funny. Sound. There you go.
I know I'm muted. Oh,
Hold the horses, Lorenzo. We still have to ditch the truck.
I know, but we are the legends. Papa thinks I'm not amount to anything, but look at us.
We have to go on the way to Mexico. Our car is junk. We have to start walking. Get your uniforms.
A little louder, Rico.
Oh,
Yeah.
those guards will have told the police by now.
That means we are fugitives?
Yes, Lorenzo. But we didn't cover our faces, so maybe it will help.
The 2 men drove till they found a back road that led to a deep ravine, where they stripped out of their uniforms, dressing into coveralls, and drove the truck to the edge and jumped out just before it toppled down the mountainside, bursting into flames. They had a backpack with all the money and started walking till they found a spot under a stand of trees where they fell asleep for the night.
Stop, Lorenzo. We have to start walking to the city.
Don't we look suspicious, I think?
No, you idiot. We take the back roads.
We got enough monies, we can get a steak.
No, we wait because they trace the numbers on stolen cash. We wait.
Oh, you're so smart. I never think this.
That's why, cousin, I the man.
What you do with your money?
I built a taco stand, sell noodles.
Me? I get a little farm someplace in the mountains, you think?
It sounds good. Now we find some place to steal lunch. Don't forget to hide your gun.
The 2 desperados start walking back into Springdale to find a car to steal. Okay. Uno momento. We're going to try one more time. Berlin and Linda, just in case they're trying to get on and they cannot.
Greg, your volume was really hard to hear you.
Oh,
No. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything you could do about that.
Yeah, see, guy, yeah,
Yeah,
if
but-
it's start low, try to get closer to your microphone for one thing. That makes a big difference. And if you've got any kind of, on my computer, I have a volume control and I can really bring it way up.
No, there's no button.
I
for
You-
that.
hear you, but then you got to
Did you-
remember too that Greg has a more of a softer voice.
I forgot to do my vocal warm-up, so maybe I don't
Oh,
you know
here
the
comes
thing,
Shar.
you
Here
know
comes
the you know the one that like this. I don't know.
Here comes Shar. Yoo-hoo! We've got Stella. Stella got her groove back. Here she comes. Shar. Okay. Hello, Shar. Going on to audio. I'll forget just a second. Going on. Stella.
Hello.
A streetcar named Desire. Stop!
Could have been a contender.
There she is. Woo. You just got to get her audio. Can you hear us, Shar? Okay. You're still muted. See if we can get you unmuted here. Once that red goes off, I know you're on. Well, Shar's doing that. I'm going to do a comedy about what it's like to try to work on Zoom with all the computers. Bus rules, scene 4. And I'll let Shar keep working at that. The passengers are busy. Langdon Snide made sure he had placed his jacket and small attaché case in the seat next to him. He didn't want to sit with anyone that might have germs. Cora tried to shove her overstuffed carrying case in overhead compartments, stepping on Howard's toe. He swore, and Kay hit him, knocking his coffee all over Loretta's pink blouse.
Excuse me. To change my blouse.
Ladies, sit down. I'm leaving. We're already 5 minutes late. Getting started.
Like this, look at me. Look at this.
Sit down.
As the bus, oh yay! I think we got Linda. Woohoo!
Yeah, I just got in.
We got rid of the gremlin. Woohoo!
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 Oh my God, I'm in costume. I threw on some makeup, top of my block.
I'm still
Tuxedo. Sorry, I lost track. I was like, all right, I'm working these numbers. And what page are you on? Sorry. Scene 4, bus.
Scene 4, bus rules.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bus rules. George has already told Loretta to sit down. She got coffee all over her blouse. As the bus lurches forward, Loretta tries to balance her way back to her seat with Stella.
The audacity of that baboon. I ought to report him to the bus company.
In Shar's lines, I wish we could get you on here, Shar. You'll have to use the bathroom.
Why, they're disgusting. But I can't sit here smelling like a coffee house.
Welcome aboard SW Bus Lines. We have been in business since 1938. I'm your bus driver, George Blunt. We will be making stops in Chicago, Des Moines, Ottawa, Omaha, Denver, Park City, and Lincoln City, where if you have a special ticket, you can visit Los Angeles for one afternoon by taking their tourist van. Then it's on to our destination, Los Angeles. We'll spend 2 days in the area. You will find accommodations and tour vans to various tourist sites. You must be on this bus on the designated day and time to head north and home. Any questions? Make them short.
I do. Do you know any movie people? Because I'm available. A girl needs to be ready, and because I won Miss Cornstalk last year.
Look, Blondie, do I look like a busing agent? Now, a few rules we need to follow. No walking up and down the aisle while the bus is in motion, like right now. No smoking, no alcoholic beverages, snacks are allowed, and soft drinks. No loud music, obscene language, fighting, or bothering the driver. You will be asked to leave this bus. We will make making stops where you can obtain food, and drinks. There is one bathroom on the bus. It's unisex. Be polite, take turns, keep it clean, keep it like you found it. All lights out at 11 p.m. Pillows are provided for your comfort. Cell phones off. I am George Blunt. Thank you.
sounded realistic. Scene 5, everyone on time.
No. You have to do your nails? Can't you wait till we're off the bus?
Just quit being such a poop. You were young once.
Yeah, but I had the brains to know when to put it on. Not trying to asphyxiate everybody on the bus.
Sorry, ladies, I got a late start today and I'm trying to catch up.
Look, can't you save your beauty regimen for some other time before we all die in here?
What the hell are you doing? It's snowing outside, you know.
Well, I'll take freezing to death before suffocating on fumes.
Oh, you did it.
I need quiet. Don't make me come back here. Keep on going.
Rhetor.
Okay.
Oh, for crying out loud, Howard, what are you doing?
Oh, there's blood.
Okay. That was my bad because I thought I had Char back on. I don't. Okay. You did the right thing, and then Darla says, "My, there's blood," and bus driver and Rosetta goes, "Don't get him started." Got a first aid kit in her practice, and Rosetta had a small first aid kit and patched up Kay's wound.
Thank you, that is much better. Howard, why did you bring ice skate? We're going to California.
Okay, I
You're
think
Howard, Patricia.
Jesse was reading for Howard, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we have a male voice there.
You never know. Maybe there'll be this hockey rink somewhere.
A hockey rink? Don't be silly. Stick to your football.
Well, guess what? If it weren't for you, I could be home now enjoying the game.
Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea after all. Because you're going to rain on this parade no matter what.
That's it. Start the waterworks. Hey, you two, I'm trying to take a nap. Now you can see why I never got married.
We will be pulling into Chicago in 30 minutes. If you want to grab a bite to eat, now's your chance. I pull out after 1 hour example. Exactly. If you miss the bus, we will not refund your money. So be sharp, people.
Chicago. Oh, I want to eat at the Belmore. I love their chestnuts and black truffles.
Yes. I get a salad. According to the commander-in-chief, you better get a leg on.
Live a little, Loretta. Remember, Mom always said, gather your rosebuds as you may.
I couldn't help hearing. All you girls are going to the Belmore? I've read about it. It's really something I hear. Mind if I tag along?
Sure, honey.
The tips cost more than the food there.
Loretta, it's not about the money, but the ambiance. We have fun, remember?
All right, who took my jacket? I demand to know.
I'm sorry, Cookie, but my legs are freezing.
He snatches the coat from her.
Didn't anyone teach you manners? A little thing like asking for something? Oh, now it needs to be dry cleaned, and don't call me Cookie.
But you're so cute in a grumpy sort of way.
Say, Cora, how about joining Gina and I at the Fast Lane Pizzeria?
Sure. Sounds like fun.
I feel safe with you, Duke.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Any man be happy with you, $2 on a charm.
Oh, winky, winky.
Hey, Rosetta. We're heading to the Belmore. Care to join us?
I'm game. Let me comb my hair first. Oh, where's my hairspray?
And with that, everyone started rushing to get off the bus.
That's okay. I'm hitting the bus lounge for a little wine.
I think we could all use a little of that tonight, Rosetta. And true to character, Howard and Kay planned on Howard's favorite burger joint, while Kay dreams of high-end bistros. The bus pulls in and George reminds everyone they have an hour, as he always does, and to get a leg on. He parks the bus in the service area to check the gas and clean off the snow. He then looks at his watch and heads into the bar.
Well, if it isn't the lady doctor.
Psychiatrist sounds better. I ordered a glass of wine. Can I buy you one?
I can't drink while I'm driving, but I'll take a cola. So, though, how does this head stop work? You have a lot of clients?
Enough to keep me busy.
Excuse me. It's my wife, Monica. Monica, I told you I'd call you once I got a chance. I'm in Chicago.
Monica overhears Rosetta's voice in the background, ordering another wine.
No, Monica, I'm not on a date. I'm with a shrink. Look, it's not that bad. And no, I'm not looking for a marriage counselor. I gotta let you go. Bus pulls out in a few. Bye.
I do have reasonable rates if you ever feel the need to talk.
Oh boy, looks like more white stuff coming down. I want to get started at Des Moines before it gets too bad. Thanks for the drink.
Everyone was happy to get back to the warmth of the bus, as the sky was gray and full of snow. There by himself was Langdon, eating a deli sandwich. Annette Bookmeyer had to take her anxiety medicine, and she was terrified of storms. The bus pulled out with everyone on time. Okay, now things are heating up or freezing down. 36 winter storm. Now Char's trying to get on, I can see that. The bus headed down the snow-laden streets. George was being extra careful. He radioed to headquarters asking for the long-range weather report and the roads leading into Des Moines, their next stop. The roads were filling up fast with the snow. George asked everyone to stay seated unless they needed to use the restroom, as the roads were getting icy.
I hope that yokel knows how to drive this thing.
Don't start, Howard. The man has obviously been doing this for a long time. If you notice his buzzer, it has his photo, ID number, and 35 years of experience. I think we're in good hands.
Well, it was the first time for everything.
Ugh, don't start. Did you bring your earbuds and your iPad? Surely there's a game on there somewhere. I'm listening to some nice, soothing music.
Yeah, that ought to put you to sleep. I know it does me.
Let me see where did I put my tranquilizers?
Just as Annette found the bottle, the cap flew off and all those little white pills went rolling.
Shit.
Everyone heard her say.
Must have been those truffles at that overpriced diner.
Just then, Duke, crawling on his hands and knees, whispers,
I'll help you. I've got my flashlight here.
Annette was pleasantly surprised that he was doing this for her. As they both crept quietly down the aisle looking for pills, Howard saw them.
Look, you two, there are places for this kind of thing, like a motel.
He hit him with her pillow.
Howard, settle down and watch your mouth.
As the night wore on, the passengers started to drift off to sleep when Loretta woke up. Okay, I can't hear you, honey. For some reason, we lost that whole line. Like no audio. When you said, "Dear God," could you do that again, Jeff? It's weird. You were doing great. Now there's no audio. All right. She said, "Dear God, where's the heat?" Her head bumped up against some ice and it was on the inside of the window. Soon everyone was putting on their coats, and hats, and gloves, anything they could find to keep them warm. Duke made his way forward to the bus driver, asking him, where was the heat?
Look, buddy, I know the old gal has problems with her thermostat. I radioed ahead. I have to make it to Des Moines to get the thermostat fixed.
You are kidding, right?
You got a problem? Tough it out. Okay, everybody, I'm sorry the thermostat is gone. We are 2 hours out of Des Moines. I can rough it till then or stop at the service station so you can get some hot coffee and warm up.
Everyone opted for finding a service station, then on into Des Moines.
Turn out the brochure where it tells about freezing to death on a bus.
And then Shire, wherever you are, it'll be all right. Rich, my overnight case. I have a large towel in there we can cover up in.
That's just great. My mascara is freezing up.
Oh, just spit in it. It'll loosen up.
Fuzzy from her train.
Boy, are we having fun yet?
Here, let me warm you up. You feel like a popsicle.
Ooh. Swinette rubbing her hands.
This is better than the book I'm reading.
Oh, how romantic.
Mhm.
He's a sap. Women just love that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
She says as she puts her hands out for him to rub.
Don't be getting ideas now.
Grumbled as he started warming her hands.
Oh, I've got goosebumps on my goosebumps.
If you'd wear some clothes, it might help.
What do you mean? I do have clothes on. Gee, maybe you need glasses?
It's all right, Cora. I have an extra sweater. Here, take it.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. Should I put it on? Is it okay to wear 2 sweaters at the same time?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, and when you say that, like, what's wrong with this woman? Oh, I'm sure it is. Like, what is wrong with this young woman? Okay. George managed to get off the road, stopping at Quitmart. The snow was really coming down as the passengers slipped and slid their way into the warmth of the store. Everyone bought hot coffee and hot chocolate and midnight snacks. The store clerk warned about the roads getting worse. George got everyone loaded onto the bus and told them that he was aware of the conditions and try to relax. They would be in the city soon enough. He could hear the grumbles coming from behind him. No one was able to sleep. They finally made it to the outskirts of Des Moines when the bus slid on the ice, leaning over as a balance set to wheel their way started leaning.
Don't move, not a muscle.
Everyone was as pale as death. The bus wobbled and righted itself. There wasn't a spoken word to be heard all the way to the city. Great facial expressions, guys. Okay. Scene 7, our horse trail escapade. Everyone was happy to safe at last in Des Moines. The bus driver told them to get a room at Sleep Tight Motel and while he got the bus repaired. He was sure the bus company would reimburse their cost. The girls all decided to go out to a movie with drinks following. Langdon hung out at the hot tub smoking cigars, while Howard took Kay and headed to the Iowa Wild Players and a hockey game. He was beside himself with glee. Kay suffered on.
Yes, Monica, we made it safely. It was dicey out there.
Missed it, lost him.
We lost you.
Can't take
Dave.
your
Dave, you're
microphone.
mute.
We
No
got
audio.
a little glitch tonight.
No audio.
Lost your mic, Dave.
I didn't touch anything.
There
Or
you
now
go.
Yes, Monica, we made it safely. It was dicey out there. I did an Evel Knievel with the bus. No dry pants on that one. I'm okay. Don't worry. We're staying at a dive for the night. Bus company too cheap to put us up in a decent hotel. I'm alone. I'm too tired for company. I gotta go. Need to have the bus up and running first thing tomorrow. I'm a day behind already. Bye.
George managed to get the parts at the bus station he needed. The bus was up and running, toasty and raring to go. Passengers were showered and shaved and fresh from their night's sleep. They all started talking about their evening adventures and were anxious to get started. Rosetta bought Cora a regular boot, coat, and gloves, telling her now she would be set for anything. Duke had moved here over to net seat, and all the women were envious.
Okay, we lost some valuable time yesterday, but nature likes her way. We're heading to Omaha. Roads should clear up by noon. You can opt to see the Air and Space Museum, and those who like adventure might like to take the old railroad line, called the Cowboy Trail. Where to suit you up to the right horse. I like that one myself. You will have an hour at each place, so make it quick. I got a schedule to keep.
By the time they reached the Air Force Museum, it was closed for repairs.
Christmas. Sign on the door says water main broke.
Yay, Char.
I got on
That's
audio.
special.
George tried making up for it by taking them to a greasy spoon. Sign out said buses welcome. As soon as you walked into the place, the smoke from the overused cooking oil hit your nostrils, causing your eyes to water. There were booths with cracked rawhide seats and bright red against the knotty pine walls. And I've been in these joints. And beer signs hanging on the walls everywhere. Someone, excuse me, had the jukebox cranked up with country music. Not current either. And an oversized TV hung over the bar with sports blurring a game of football. Howard found a snitch. The food was barely palatable, but the group soldiered on. The next stop, Horse Trail was open.
I ain't getting on any mule.
Howard, come on, please do it. Do it for me. Let's try and have some fun.
Honey, I don't think you can ride a horse with stilettos on.
Danae,
Mute.
mute. Danae,
Yes.
could you give your lines again one more time?
Yes. But they're my favorite ones and they match my nail polish.
I will follow behind to be sure you are safe.
Why, thank you, Rosetta.
Where's my sister?
The last time I saw her, she was hanging out by the chemical toilets. She didn't look too good.
Oh, I told her to lay off those greasy fries.
Well, I hope you all enjoy riding those hay burners. I am taking a hike.
Good. Maybe you'll get lost.
That's one of my favorite lines.
I used to ride a lot of my uncle's farm years ago.
I like your hat there.
Yeah, pretty
And that you're so inspired with him. Linda, everybody's good. You almost have to keep this on all the time, guys, because we keep losing you. Linda,
Stay off mute.
Yep, it flipped over there by itself. Sorry.
okay, so now you're really
You have,
weird with him. So
you
you
have led quite a life. I admire that.
and kind of like googie eyes had him. Oh, this is my hero.
Oh, you have led quite a life. I admire that.
There we go. Little started out following the ranch boss, hands over working the reins, feet flapping in the stirrups and sliding in the saddle. But the seasoned horses just moved forward, ignoring their riders. When suddenly Kay's horse bolted and started racing down the trail, her hair getting caught in the low-lying branches. She was holding on for dear life. To everyone's surprise, Howard kicked his horse into action, and the two of them went running down the trail on a full gallop. Soon the other horses started rearing and knocking their riders off to the ground. Ranch hands scrambled to catch the runaways. By the time he reached them, Kay was seated on Howard's mount with her arms about his neck. Things took a turn for them after that incident. It seems a rattlesnake crossed their paths.
We need another safety kit. I have cuts and bruises to mend.
I have one in my duffel bag.
Yes, I saw something. Yes, sis, you did. My arthritic knee is acting up again.
Oh, there I go again.
Renting for the Johns.
I feel refreshed. And the rest of you look like a scene from a battlefield.
Oh, the least you could do is help.
No, my dear, I don't touch things that don't belong to me.
Langdon, what is your problem? Seriously.
I think you need some of your help, Michelle. Scene 8 on the way to Denver.
Okay, I have more bandages and salve. Salve if anybody needs it. What happened? Are you okay?
Can't hear Nay. I have more problems tonight with sound.
My mute is not off.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
That right in there.
My mute was not on, so I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a delay.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. I lost my favorite boots when my horse reared up. The horse broke right off before he knocked me to the ground.
She walked around like a duck in what was left of the boots.
Oh, I'm sure you can get a new pair when we get into the cities again.
Thanks, Gina. You're so smart. Pretty too. I could never be as nice as you.
Oh, nonsense. You're a little doll. Just look at you.
A doll? Is that a good thing? Dolls just sit around and look pretty, not too smart.
I guess it's all in how you look at it.
Cora shrugs and walks away. George made the announcement it was time to get a move on. The passengers, looking like refugees, boarded the bus, bandages and all.
Rest up. We'll be coming into Denver around dinner time.
Every time we think of this story, you guys just go from one drop to another. Loretta says,
Hello, Dr. Greenberg. Yes, this is Stella Hyatt. Checking up on Muffin. Is he all right? We ran into some problems and I didn't get a chance to call. You sure he doesn't get that dry cat food? He barfs it up. I always put a little gravy on his food. What do you mean he needs a diet? He's fine, just the way he is. Yes, I know you went to veterinary school. Graduated top of your class. It's on all your brochures. I worry is all, and please be sure he has a little bun to sleep with. Otherwise, he fusses. Hello? He hung up on me.
Imagine that.
So, first time in Colorado?
Yes, I've heard the Rockies are beautiful.
Oh yeah, I spent a summer in Denver in my teen
Noise in the
years.
back, guys. Do we hear kind of I hear a roaring.
Yeah, I do
There's a
too.
lark
Yeah.
noise.
Sounds like someone's doing their laundry to me.
I think it's a vent in the other room. I'll go turn it up or I'll move.
What is it, honey?
A heat vent, I think she said.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's a vent.
It's quiet.
Yeah, it can be the on the bus.
Yeah, it could be the vent on the bus.
That's okay, Michelle.
Yeah.
That's okay, honey. I mean, anything can happen on this bus, let's face it. All right, imagine that. So Duke says, and then the next.
Okay, I'll start with that.
Okay.
So, first time in Colorado?
Yeah, I've heard the Rockies are beautiful.
Oh yeah, I spent a summer in Denver in my teen years. Did a lot of biking and hiking. Maybe we'll have some time to do the brew and eat tour. Hit a lot of the hot spots. So tell me, what have you done in your life?
It's a long time.
Grew up in Detroit.
Didn't you travel?
To church on Sundays and Jeannie's on Christmas. Once we went to the horse races on my father's birthday at Hazel Park. And of course, my college years at Detroit Mercy. I was going to be a nun, but not much going on there.
That's it. But what's going on at the library?
Books! I get to travel and meet famous people and writers. The whole world opens up to me in a book.
Well, I guess I never thought of it that way. What made you take this trip then?
Something inside of me wants to be free.
She said if she sat there in her cardigan sweater and long skirt, argyle knee socks, and her cat rim glasses.
Oh, miss, how many times have I asked you to stop spraying that? God awful perfume in the air. It would gag a maggot. At least have some class.
Look, you anal retentive jerk. It's my business what I do with my time. I can't believe you're a model. What do? One of those old couples sitting on the beach ads, or smile as you hold a tube of hemorrhoid cream?
I'll have you know I modeled with Vogue, GQ, and did some TV ads.
Oh boy, with your attitude, I find it hard to believe you could find work. But then again, maybe modeling is for jerks.
She said as she sprayed her hair with glitter and shine. The quiet was broken by something that sounded like a buzzsaw.
Howard, wake up. Your snoring is echoing through the bus.
That's it, a slam dunk, and the Panthers score again. Where am I? Oh yeah, the bus.
The mountains. Why are they so tall?
It's called geology, dear.
That sounds like a medical problem to me.
What problem?
You know, when you go to the geology doctor to check your girl parts.
Oh, you mean gynecology.
Yeah, geology.
Okay.
Okay, now how you could do that, Rosetta.
We'll be arriving in Denver in about 30 minutes.
Okay, uno momento, because this is a rehearsal night. When she says, the laugh line is, oh, you mean gynecology, she says it real serious. And then you just kind of real perky, yeah, geology. Like, what's the matter with you? That's what I was saying. See what I'm saying? That's how you want to read that line.
Okay.
Let's try that. Cora, You know when you go to Jolly Jock.
You know, when you go to the geology doctor to get your girl, to check your girl parts.
You mean gynecology?
Yeah, geology.
There, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be arriving in Denver in about 30 minutes.
As long as you get there with no problems.
Langdon spoke too soon. As the bus careened off the road, screeching to a stop. What? George! George! I can't hear you, honey. Well, I didn't hear that wonderful damn. Try it again, Dave. We lost you.
Oh, I missed, excuse me, I skipped one. Sorry. Damn, I missed the one. Damn, I'm flat. Do you know what the odds are? It just doesn't happen.
Howard?
I'm not superstitious, but I swear this bus is jinxed.
I love that little bit of country twang you got there. George radios ahead and they send out a wrecker to pull the bus into Denver while the passengers look out the windows and long for home. And I was just long for our computers to behave themselves tonight. Okay, we're moving along beautifully now into the second part of the story on the way to California, but wait. They made it to Denver well past dinner time and Duke couldn't take a nap on the food tour. Most of the passengers ended up in the bus station deli. And I say that loosely. 6 automated food machines. Place your money in for stale candy bar, stale chips, or day-old sandwiches with those fun prepackaged condiments, which I hate myself, you can never open. And a choice of pop or coffee with napkin holders that are always empty. Then find a bench if you're lucky to sit and eat your meal at. There was a lot of grumbling voices heard that night, but they did manage to get back on the bus in time to fall asleep.
Next stop, Springdale, Utah. We'll be there by early morning and into California by tomorrow night. Hello, Monica? Do you realize what time it is? Why aren't you in bed? What do you mean there's no anniversary party and your sister's getting a divorce? You run off with who? The gal from Bud's Carryout? Chuck always was a jerk. I can talk later. Look, I gotta go. Oh, don't start blubbering. Bye.
Things I have planned for tomorrow. You'd think this pile of junk would have been checked out before the trip.
Money is hard up everywhere.
Well, what's that got to do with this bus?
Well, maybe they can't afford mechanics. I overheard someone say a lot of drivers are doing their own work on the buses.
Well, isn't that good to know?
Hey, Darla, do you have any of those stale chips? I'm starved.
What's that to do with, huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Here, have mine. Have them all. Let's stick to this can of pop. I don't want to get food poisoning from that last place.
Would you two pipe down? I'm trying to sleep here.
Oh, stuff it where the sun don't shine.
Imbecilic, both of you.
Poor as his sleep mask fell off onto the floor. Things finally calmed down as everyone drifted off to sleep. The bus made it to Springdale by early morning. George had to gas up for his destination, Lincoln City, California. There was a trucker's diner where everyone could get a decent homemade breakfast. They were happy except Langdon, who thought this was beneath him. But as soon as he smelled the aroma of good food, he couldn't resist. Sitting, of course, by himself.
Excuse me, miss. How much are these postcards here? Is it 4 for $1? All right. Can you take change? I'm using up some of my gambling money. Oh well, you know, I'm heading to Hollywood. You know, you might see me on the big screen someday. Are 4 coins the same as $1?
Da, 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 da. George told everyone that he was going to take them to the National Zion, or yeah, I better do that again. Zion National Park. They would have an hour to sightsee. Then he was straight into California. The park was beautiful with mountains and canyons where the Virgin River ran through it.
Look at my walking shoes. My feet are gonna freeze in these sandals.
Here, borrow some of my knee socks.
Why, how very kind of you.
No problem.
Hey, Annette, let me take you to a special spot.
Okay, I'm afraid of heights. Let me take my pills real quick.
Howard's in.
More rocks to look at. Don't these places have any sports?
Don't be ridiculous, Howard. We are out in nature. Breathe in that fresh air. And, you know, maybe do some walking to get rid of that flabby behind of yours.
You should talk.
Look, you two, wasn't that an eagle? Soared just now, went overhead. Magnificent.
Langdon was wearing a face mask, sunglasses, hat down over his eyes with a long sleeved jacket, and jogging pants and gloves.
Why are you dressed like that? You look like a demented tourist.
As if it were any of your business. I like to keep my skin looking young.
Oh, good luck with that.
Have any of you seen Annette? She was going to let me borrow one of her books.
A steamy romance.
George was taking a nap on the bus when they all heard a woman scream. Anybody at this point can scream. Here came Annette, followed by Duke and the biggest grizzly ever chasing after them. The passengers all panicked, racing for the bus. Langdon fell because he couldn't see with the dark. The women were screaming out the windows. Now this is where we're all going to be like you're across the window. Yeah, yeah, good, Lucinda. Like, oh my God, yeah, there you go, Michelle.
Oh, God.
You know, we're looking at as the women were screaming out the windows. Duke sprang into action, jumping off the bus. He dragged Langdon back to safety. George slammed the bus door just in time as the grizzly was pushing and leaning at the bus, trying to tip it over. He almost succeeded until George blew an air horn at him and it sent the bear scurrying.
Ooga.
Oh, God, people. After this excitement, I'm taking a pit stop at Longhorn Saloon down the road for refreshments. We all could use. We'll arrive in California around 4 a.m. Then we'll all make plans for 2 days of sightseeing, all right?
They made their way into the saloon. It had seen better days. Everyone bought a drink, thanked Duke for his bravery, talked about their plans for California. As they made their way back to the bus, 2 surly-looking men had joined them.
Look, you two, I can't let you on the bus without tickets. Plus, this is a private tour.
Did you hear him, Lorenzo? He thinks we can't ride on the bus.
Oh, Rico, he makes a joke, no?
I think you changed your mind, bus man.
Bus man, he rips the radio out of the dash.
These will be our little tour, okay?
Meet my little friend.
Pulls out a Smith and Wesson 50 caliber and his buddy. Lorenzo pulls out the same gun.
I'm gonna ask to give me your phone.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will take your phones.
Oh,
no.
no, be
Be-
nice.
Be nice. Now be nice. And we all get along, no?
We're going to take a little detour.
You're gonna.
You're gonna like the scenery. Well, it's the scenery, no?
I think that gun's a little outdated.
Oh.
Greg does reenactments. Show me.
Oh,
That's a big gun.
that's a nice gun, actually.
Yeah.
Antique.
Watch where you pointed that tink.
Mexico, I guess.
Tres amigos there. Dos amigos.
Didn't look like such a little friend to me.
Ah, senor, you have the gun. You have the power.
He had too much choice, 2 gunmen on his back, and he had to think of safety of the passengers. Who knew where this was headed? He knew if Monica didn't hear from him, she would have the U.S. military out looking for him.
You have a short memory, sis. You wanted to take the bus because it was cheaper, if you recall.
Medicine. I feel my head coming.
They smell bad.
He could place a gun under his chin.
So, Mr. Fancy, you got the problem?
I was just saying we all smell bad in here without the AC on. It's getting a little hot.
I think you got ideas, you know, like you better than other people. No,
I like people, as long as they leave me alone.
you sit in the back of the bus next to the toilet. Solve all your problems. People then leave you alone. No,
I like the pretty view here, and this girl, she's so hot.
He sits next to Cora.
You like my gun? I let you touch it.
eat, Lorenzo. Sit with the bus man. I don't trust him.
Where are we going?
We take a shortcut through California to Mexico. We go to a little village near Sonora. First, you take us through the mountain roads. No one bothers us there.
This bus is old. Don't know if she can make it that far.
I think you can.
Wonder if we can let the passengers go. You don't need them. I'll help you.
Lorenzo raises
Whoa.
it, shoots it through the roof. The women.
You stay with us. Hostages, okay?
You hear my cousin. Please stay.
Okay. Okay, things are heating up, heading into Mexico. The passengers looked with noses up against the windows as they passed through towns, past their destination. They grew hungry and thirsty and demanded to be fed.
You discuss sorry excuses for men?
Loretta, keep it down or you'll get us all killed.
Whoa, somebody needs to tell them. When are we going to get food and water? It's been 8 hours and I am starved.
Oh, the poor white lady. She knows hunger. Welcome to the rest of the world.
Look, I can't help what you decided to do with your sorry ass, but some of us need food.
Soon others joined her.
Oh, I'm lightheaded.
It's all that hairspray. It went to your brain.
Mm.
Coming from a Darla,
Oh, I'm sorry. Coming from a nutcase like you.
Darla's right. We're hungry.
Look, you don't want to feed us, that's one thing, but at least feed the women.
Rico, look, we got a hero here.
If we had you on Paris Island, you wouldn't be so tough.
These Paris Islands sound like a place for macho head soldiers, boy. Duke is right. At least feed the women.
Oh, Howard, I'm so proud of you, sweetie.
Each man for himself. I think the women can fend for themselves.
You obviously had an Oedipus complex as a child with your anger toward women.
The only complex I have is dealing with all of you on this bus.
Couldn't one of you men stop at a grocery store and pick up some snacks and drinks and at least a jug of water, please?
It's a little risky with this bunch. I know a soldier boy won't try to rush on us.
More important, you feed everyone. Otherwise, you're going to have more problems if you don't.
Okay, okay. Next village we pass, we stop. And Lorenzo, he gets the food. Everybody, you handling over your cash.
Yeah, but I'm saving my money for Vegas.
Newsflash, you no go to Vegas. My little blondie, you hand over the cash. My finger trigger, he gets itchy.
he puckers up, blowing her a kiss. An hour later, they come into town that is all grocery. Rico sends Lorenzo out for the food with the cash, holding his gun on George and the others. Lorenzo buys a lot of chips, beans, beef jerky, dip, and chocolate bars, and lots of pop, and a 2-liter bottle of water. When he gets back on the bus, Rico calls him an idiot for not buying more water. They had to hurry along because the store clerk was looking at him suspiciously. The news was already reporting the missing tour bus. It was all over the news about the supermarket being robbed, and an all points bulletin had been sent out in area police. And now Kay's really upset.
Maybe we can pretend that we're on a pic.
What is it?
What if we still make it out alive? Who's gonna sell our kids? Lucy will be worried. She gets the house, Howard. You promised her and the kids. You promised.
I know, hun, but we're going to make it out of here.
Question mark.
Don't say anything, but the guys and I have been sending messages via notes. Duke has an idea on how we can overcome these two. Come on, honey cakes. You're tougher than that. Honey cake.
Oh no, we lost
I'll see that in a long time.
Whatever happens, Kay, know that I love you.
Oh, Howard, I love you too.
Darla, did you catch those two? Be still, my heart. If only I could find a nice guy like Howard.
Can't get my hopes up high. He has his issues. My sister used to say, if you can find someone whose neurosis matches up with yours, you're doing good.
Okay. All right, George, your sister. Now I am on crossing the border. The bus was heading into the border towns, and the two hijackers are trying to figure out how to cross safely. They had come up with a plan. Not the bus man. Yeah, now we're getting hot.
This is how we're gonna do this.
Okay, a little louder if you can, Greg.
Now, busman, This is how we gonna do this. You tell the guards you got permission to take the tourists to the mountains for a day and then back to California. We will be seated with the girls, guns pointed at their backs, so no funny business.
George was sweating and actually missed Monica, and she could call right about now. He pulled up to the crossing guards, both in their uniform, with bandoliers of bullets in their rifles. They boarded the bus asking George all kinds of questions in their broken English. You couldn't have heard a peep from anyone as they showed the guards their credentials. Rico and Lorenzo said they were hired tour guides.
Is it true you guys can shoot us? I saw once a movie where people on the bus got shot up by crossing guards. There was blood everywhere.
Everyone gives her the look. Like, what the hell?
Pay her no mind. She's on drugs.
That is a PS response at that point. They did it. They marched everyone off the bus. Lorenzo and Rico were nervous. They had hidden their money bag behind the toilet. The guards made everyone strip down for drugs.
These are legal medications, you know, for nerves. I am a doctor.
There they all stood in the hot Mexican sun in their underwear, while two hairy crossing guards felt them up. The main guard took the tranquilizers and let everyone else go. Enjoy the mountains, they said, motioning the bus on.
I almost crapped my pants.
You too?
I need a drink.
Okay. We got past. We were lucky.
They shot my brother last year for bringing these pit bulls over.
I'm gonna sue the hell out of this bus line when we get back.
If we get back.
We gonna take the bus up the High Ridge Road. Shortcut to Sonora. Stay off main roads. The police, they be looking. Nope.
Hotter than hell in here. You screwed up the AC when you ripped out the dash.
Turned my volume up. I can hear David loud and clear. Most passengers resorted to stripping down to minimum clothing. Now, girls, you don't have to get down to your bra and underwear, but
You sure we're on the right road? I haven't seen any signs.
Too many people use these roads. Only banditos and drug runners.
I ain't got no place to turn around.
You just keep
going. Do not stop.
What if there's a truck coming the other way?
Then you pray to Jesus.
I'm already praying to Jesus.
let's get some about here. The passengers were afraid to look out the windows as there were no guardrails and sheer drop-offs at every twist and turn.
I hope my insurance policy covers my burial.
Hang tough, guys. We'll get through this.
Even Lorenzo and Rico had a pasty look about them. Honk! 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 Then it happened. An old bus burgeoning with people and animals was heading in their direction.
What now, dear God? I have to stop. We've come too far to turn back.
Pointing his gun.
Now you listen good, bus man. Drive forward. Push back the other bus.
Push back the other bus? But why?
They back up and you find a wide spot in the road and push aside to let them squeeze by.
George started laying on the air horn to get the other bus to back up as he went forward. He found a wide spot in the road. He hugged the mountain so they could pass. He wiped the sweat from his face. When the bus started to roll down.
Oh, not the brakes!
What do you mean the brakes?
We got no brakes!
Hail Mary! We're going to die!
We're gonna
Why did I come here?
was sipping from her cold medicine. Darla and Gina sitting in a position while the men, including the two hijackers, all close their eyes.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Oh, good Lord. George tried to use his transmission to shift down, and a bus rolled off the road, only stopped by a large rock. And there they all sat, teetering on the edge of hell, and no one moved. He escaped. Duke sprang into action, asking everyone to inch away to the front of the bus to keep the weight on land. Tail end of the bus was swaying in midair.
Oh my God. I don't think I can do this.
Hang tough up on that. Look at me. You can. Come on, you can do this.
Okay, Kathy, sweetie. What I think is happening with your audio is you start out, I can't hear you, and then it goes real loud. It's like it's working, but at the very beginning, I don't know what it could be.
If it doesn't work,
Right there.
then the computer gods aren't behaving.
If I take that line anyway, if we make it home.
If we make it home, I will tell Henry I love him.
But he might die of shock.
Langdon was in a hurry to crawl past everyone. Of course he was.
Back off, fancy man, or you go to the back of the bus.
And of course, he stopped.
Everyone, listen to Duke. He knows what he's doing. All that combat training.
He's my hero.
Go the girls. Duke got everyone to the front of the bus and it started teetering again. He hollered.
Jump now, move it.
George was the last one off. As he stepped down, the bus did a large groan and went toppling over into the steep ravine, rolling and rolling, and then burst into flames, with all the clothes, food, and yes, stolen money perishing before their eyes. George, with tears in his eyes, took his cap, placing it over his heart.
Goodbye, old girl. Rest in peace.
How funny.
It's all gone. Even my romance novel that I didn't get to finish.
Correct. But at least we're all alive.
Son of a bitch, the money is gone. It's poof.
I'm sorry, Lorenzo.
They're never going to believe this back inflation. Monica must be hysterical.
It's all over the national news. The police have helicopters out looking for us as we speak. Well, where'd you get that iPad? Shh. I nicked it out of the hijacker's seat when they weren't looking.
Our phones are all gone. Toast.
Is this where we get rescued?
This isn't a movie.
Let's head out, find some shade.
To the high
Hey, where do you think you're going?
If we can rush them if there's enough of us.
Meet my friend.
Who wants to be first? That's what I thought.
You're just walking away after all the trouble you caused? What about us?
Too bad. You figured out. Adios.
Adios, muchachos.
They disappeared into the hot noon sun and into the mountains. Now, where do we go?
Maybe we should all just sit and meditate about this.
I'm looking for shade and water and pray someone finds us in time before we all disappear into the wild.
Let's approach this like a platoon. We all have our strengths. First, we need to find shelter, water, make plans for some kind of rescue. Mustn't give up hope.
I'm with you, Duke. We can do this.
The little mousy librarian was tan and her hair bleached by the sun and her chemise top showing off her cleavage. Someone was emerging and Duke liked it. They had no food, but Duke found some grubs, cactus, and started making a meal out of them, adding berries and some wild rabbit he caught. At first, noses were turned up until Duke started eating. And who would have guessed Langdon was hoping for seconds? Howard found a small waterfall higher up in the mountainside, and they drank themselves full. It was on their second day after camping all night that they ran into more trouble. Some mountain banditos found them and started searching them for anything they could find, taking jewelry off the women, pants from Langdon. I'd like to know what Langdon's pants were, and George's bus cap. Then they left. When they were surrounded by coyotes snarling and growling.
I have had quite enough,
said Langdon and proceeded to kick Coyote butt. He was using coyote moves, karate moves, and Duke joined him. The coyotes went whining off. And everyone applauded. Gone looking for shady spots. They looked like the lost tribe of nomads. Oh. Cora. Cora. I don't know what's wrong with her audio tonight. Maybe it's my computer. I don't know. Cora ran out to catch it when a storm of dust whirled around her body. Then the loud noise of a chopper. It was the police, and they had found them. Landing, they ran toward the group, saying they knew who they were, and they were a rescue team. Passengers scrambled to get on the chopper. And as they were all seated together in the back, in handcuffs sat Rico and Lorenzo. They flew them into California, where the local press had gathered, taking pictures of the group. That night, they all went out to eat together. Now, farewells, Loretta.
Survive this trip, but I think we can take the train the next time.
Oh, I don't know. If George is our bus driver, I'd do it again. Let's hear it for George.
Yes.
George.
Hey.
I had the adventure of a lifetime. I want to announce it. Annette and I are gonna get married.
I'm gonna cry. Oh, beautiful. There's hope for me too.
Sure there is, girl. I thought maybe we could start hanging out together, hit a few singles bars.
That's very good, Michelle.
Karen and I are going to the final NFL game together, and when we get home.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I am writing a book about this trip. It will be a bestseller. I know it.
Would it be too much to ask if I could hang with you guys tonight? I am going to miss you.
It's okay, Langton. We love you.
His eyes messed up.
Yeah. You proved yourself. All is good, buddy.
Guys, too. Heading to Hollywood tomorrow, and Langdon's taking me. He knows some folks in the business.
It's been real. I'm happy to have met you all. The bus company has a new bus ready to go here in California. You'll be reimbursed and you can finish out your trip here in sunny California compliments of CW Bus Tours. They're paying for everything, so get the best hotels, eat at the best restaurants, and remember old George.
Cora took a picture of the group, and they all headed out for another bus trip to their final destination, this time paradise. Perdition can wait. Okay, great job tonight, guys. Really. I know we have a lot of glitches. I can't help thinking everybody's going to go, no, Miss Rose, please. No. I do think we need to